only running that I'm going to be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that.
Do you have any concern that there's going to be any running in this fight?
I hope not. I think Crawford is not that kind of fighter. He's a different. He buff.
Canelo, the pride of Mexico, has stormed through divisions like a king claiming new kingdoms. His name already shines in gold among the all-time greats. Across from him stands Crawford, the cold-blooded mastermind from Omaha, a fighter who represents a perfection itself, solving every riddle, overcoming every wall, and erasing doubt about his place among the pound-for-pound elite.
Mention me one. You
Since
mention me one
2002.
elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Oh, me.
Look,
It's gonna
you.
be me.
I don't
And
care
you
about
will-
nobody else.
And you will see that.
You. So when I beat you, is you going to be a nobody? When I stuff a mud hole in your ass, is you going to be a nobody? You're going to be just like everybody else. Watch.
This is no ordinary fight. It is the collision of legacies where size, skill, pride, and history all merge beneath the brightest lights. In this arena, two men walk forward not simply to defend titles, but to chase immortality, daring to carve their names into the eternal throne of boxing greatness.
Weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
From Ali's line about sacrifice straight into Crawford's icy confidence, you can feel the chill. Bud isn't about empty hype. He's a living blueprint on how to defeat Canelo. He tells us with no hesitation, I'm going to win. He calls this the biggest fight of his life, refusing to flinch at size, pressure, or spotlight.
How do you see this fight with Canelo going?
I'm definitely going to win the fight for sure. But, I think it's going to be a tough fight. I think he's going to bring the best out of me. I'm going to bring the best out of him. And it's going to be an exciting fight.
He wants those belts. He wants that rare three-way undisputed legacy. And he's approaching it like a man about to ace a job interview. I admire how he stays in Omaha, trusts his circle, and treats Netflix or Dana White's promotion as background noise. To him, it's just another camp, another ring. But make no mistake, that's a nightmare for Canelo. Because Crawford studies opponents like case files and strikes with the force of uncomfortable truth.
Canelo comes from a smaller weight class. He's not a massive fighter. He's not 6 foot tall. He's thick, but he's not, this giant. So, picking Canelo was a thing that we looked deeply into at the time.
Let's be real. Canelo didn't rise from heavyweight. He comes from smaller weight classes. He isn't towering, not a 6 foot monster. Yes, he's strong, compact, thick-built, but not a giant. And that's exactly why Crawford's team studied him closely before making the decision to call him out.
I think it's going to be a tough fight. I think he's going to bring the best out of me. I'm going to bring the best out of him, and it's going to be an exciting fight.
Do you guys have any bad blood at all, or is it all business?
It's just business. I want what he got. And that's them belts, and that's that undisputed title.
Hot take. Canelo brings granite, but Crawford brings the remote control to Canelo's own TV. Bud can flip the channel mid-fight and make you watch his style instead. That's why I'm hyped, and you should be too. When Bud says, I'm not worried about Canelo's size. I want his belts. I want his legacy. He's not selling a story. He's betting his career. And if you don't love those odds, you're sleeping on live boxing history.
People are going to be surprised. Dude is not like, it's not like he's a small guy and he just put on a whole bunch of weight. Like when he fought 154, he was like 170, 172 going to the ring. So he's going to go in there the same way this fight. But he's strong, man. He's strong.
The wild part? Nelson swears Bud isn't even small. He's been walking around at 170 pounds for years. Meaning fight night doesn't bring a little welterweight. It brings Omaha steak with extra seasoning. When Nelson compared the fight to a spaceship landing on Earth, I felt that. Imagine Canelo staring up while Bud floats down in a NASA suit, ready to jab him into orbit. People keep saying size matters, but if Nelson's right about Bud's new power, Canelo may end up looking like he picked the wrong Netflix package, and we'll all be front row for the glitch in the system.
Like, that's what makes people great. Anybody that's ever been great, they always did something that people didn't expect.
Correct.
And that's going to be Bud. He's going to do something that nobody is expecting. But a lot of people who's a doubter are going to be like, dang, Or they gonna come up with excuses like always.
Nelson has set the tone. Crawford is a freak of nature. Canelo is a beast at the highest level, and we're strapped in for the chaos. Then Caleb Plant enters the conversation, and he doesn't hold back. He gives respect to both men, sizing them up like a seasoned coach who's seen it all but still marvels at the brilliance on display. Crawford switches stances like a ninja running on espresso. Canelo brings menace built pound for pound, and Plant calls it like he sees a storm before it breaks.
Terence is not a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? He's special. And, you know, Canelo, he's a top-notch fighter, world-class fighter. Still on the pound-for-pound list. I'm sure towards somewhere near the top. And it's exciting.